You're watching Hot Wok Academy. My name is Ming Jin Tong and I want to help you learn how to cook. Today we are making braised lamb shanks. Let's go. Beautiful lamb shanks. Look at these. I picked these up from Holy Land. Just absolutely gorgeous piece of meat. If you've never done lamb shank, don't worry. Don't be intimidated. It's a very easy cut to actually make. So we got 2 of them today. We are working with avocado oil. Got a lot of feedback about the canola, so I stopped doing that. And before we show you the rest of the ingredients, let's go ahead and get these lamb shanks browned off. That's the very first step. So I've got my pot. Here, it's you're gonna want to start with a pot that can go into the oven with a lid, because braising is both frying to begin with and then cooking in liquid in a covered environment. So let's get some avocado oil in there. I want to make sure to get enough oil to cover the whole bottom so that when I set my lamb shanks in, they are able to be actually browned, because they're so kind of not flat, they're really lumpy. You want to have enough oil to be able to make contact between the lamb shank and the pot. So let's go ahead and set that in. No salt, no nothing like that. We're just browning them at this point, okay? So you brown your meat to add some flavor. So let's go ahead and add that right there. And we're gonna go ahead and let that sizzle. You don't have to do anything with it. Because it's such a thick cut of meat, what's gonna happen is it's not going to burn. The outside will get nice and brown and the inside will continue to warm up. In the meantime, let's go ahead and prepare our aromatics. Very simple here. We're just gonna do some shallots, some yellow onion, and some garlic. If you've never worked with a shallot before, this is what a shallot looks like. A shallot is a very mild, and yet after you cook it, shallots have a really great flavor. Kind of a savory flavor that's very natural. So try using it if you haven't done it. You treat it just like an onion, cut the top off, cut the bottom off, and essentially it looks just like an onion. And for this, because the onion will be braised for a while, I don't want to cut against the grain. I want to cut along the grain, and that helps the shallot to stay together while you are letting it braise for that 2-hour period. So let's get this peeled off here. Same for this one. If anyone's discovered an easier way to peel these skins off, please let me know. I always struggle with that. All right. And again, you don't want to cut it against the grain. Don't cut it this way. It'll fall apart a lot easier. Go ahead and cut it this way along the grain to keep the shallot together while it's cooking. And just do really nice thin chops. Same for this one here. I could hear that lamb sizzling. Sounds amazing. All right, let's get the shallots in with the shallots. And then the last aromatic we're gonna do is just a few garlic cloves, probably just 2 or 3 of them here. All right, let's check. There's a lot of smoke coming off. Let's look at these lamb shanks. Awesome, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. That sear on there. Let's go ahead and turn it around. Beautiful, love it. Right here, beautiful golden color, beautiful sear on that. Now, the reason we're doing this, turn my heat down even more, we want to build up the flavor of your braised lamb. And when you give it that sear, that browning changes the flavor and really adds to it quite a bit. So let's go ahead and let that go. I'm gonna turn my heat way down here. All right, for our garlic, let's get that in there. Just give it a smash to make the skins, the paper come off a little easier. And for the garlic, I just want it to be broken but whole. And we're gonna put it into our braise just that way. This way, if the garlic is too small, it'll burn, and we don't want that obviously to happen. So, all right, let's check back on our lamb. Again, really great already, some browning on this side as well. Let's go and let that go for just a couple more minutes. The goal for the braising period is not to cook the lamb. The braising adds that roasted meat flavor into your braise. So let that go. You can turn it here and there, get all the different sides coated. But since we're just teaching here, we're gonna go ahead and move forward. So once your lamb is nice and braised here, again, this is just barely seared on one side. Let's gonna pull that out. And what you're gonna find is in the bottom of your pot, you are gonna have some pieces of the meat that are kind of burned on just a little bit. What you wanna do is deglaze. So add your onions right in, add your shallots right in, and you can also add your garlic right in. Now, there's a lot of moisture content in the onion itself. You don't need to add any more liquid at this point because the liquid will be released as you are cooking. So, the bits of burned lamb that got stuck to the bottom, the fond, is going to release through the liquid from the onion coming out. So our goal here is now to essentially, we want to caramelize both the onion and the shallot and the garlic. So let it go. You can actually do kind of a medium heat here. I can tell that my fire is still pretty hot, but I might turn it up just a tad because I turned it down earlier. And what we want to do is let those onions begin to break down, and that's going to form the bed on which our lamb is going to be braised. So let's check in on it. Smells amazing. So far, we've not added any salt in yet, so let's go ahead and do that now. Just a pinch of salt right on the onions and garlic and shallots. And let's keep mixing that. Let's keep stirring these around and let the onions break down again to build up the flavor for your braise. We'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, once your onions have a little bit of color, they don't have to be fully caramelized. You can kind of see that the onions and garlic and shallots now have some color on them. I'm gonna go ahead and set my lamb right back in on the onions themselves, and I like to kind of put them against each other so there's some room for them to breathe. Now, what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and add, this is my homemade chicken stock. You can just use regular chicken stock from the store, but let's go ahead and pour that in. And you don't necessarily want to cover all of the lamb, but you do want to bring the liquid level to about halfway up. So maybe just a little bit more here. Now, the next part is super simple. All you want to do, let's get a little bit of salt actually on that lamb. Make sure there's enough salt. And let's go ahead and cover that. What I want you to do is put it into your oven, 350 degrees, leave it for 2.5 hours, and the meat will fully break down. So we'll see you in just a little bit. Okay, so our lamb shanks have been braising now in the oven at 350 degrees for 2.5 hours. So let's go ahead and have a look at it. Yep, a lot of steam. Oh yeah, it looks really broken down. Really love it here. So let's go ahead and pull one of these out. In fact, before we do that, let me go ahead and baste it a little bit. I want to take some of that awesome sauce and put it over both of our lamb shanks. Get some of that awesome onions on there. And hopefully it doesn't fall apart on me. There's one lamb shank and here's the other. Awesome. And to serve it, let's go ahead and put some of those onions right on top. And that garlic is all broken down. You can see how caramelized everything got in there. So there's your lamb shanks. Let's go ahead and break one open and kind of see. So there's this central bone, and look at that, the meat just falls right off of there. Really, really beautiful. So you could serve it looking nicer like this, but I did want you to see just how much that breaks down. So try it at home, let us know what you think, and please subscribe, share, and thanks for watching.